Hey guys. So, I hope today I have no issues with the connection. Here in this apartment, this this is like the internet from my phone. Um, yeah, because the Wi-Fi isn't working. They even sent a technician today, but he said they would probably fix it tomorrow. So, yeah, he will be gone by then. So. Belle is a gangster. Yeah, totally. So, I don't know. What time is it where you live? Here it's like, yeah, almost like 5 p.m. It was like, like a spontaneous stream. I don't know. So, hello. Hi. Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone want to ask something? I don't even know if more girls or more guys are online. So this would probably influence the topic, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Um, I was thinking about the stream yesterday. When I lost the connection, I also lost like practically the first part of the stream. And with the first part, because it's not the full video, there's like no live chat. So yeah, I don't know if I can do something about it, but probably not. So I don't know. We actually had some interesting topics. Okay. How do you look at the situation in Kazakhstan? If I remember correctly, you are from there. I wouldn't say that I'm from Kazakhstan. I was born there, yes, but my family is actually from Russia. So, yeah, about the situation, I think I saw just one video. Um, yeah, where people were fighting the police, and I don't know really that much about the situation. I could probably ask my cousin because, yeah, he moved there with his family, so he probably knows more about this than me. Um, yeah, I don't really follow news and stuff, so I'm not really up to date when it comes to this. Also, I mentioned before I didn't watch TV in more than 3 years. Yeah, so I'm not even interested in stuff like this anymore. Hey, so I don't know. Like always, when I want to watch movies or something, then I turn on the TV. I have like this Netflix app, so that's just it. Because in my old apartment, I was supposed to connect it with some cable, and I kind of never did that. And yeah, I don't know. My father, he bought me this cable, and yeah, for some reason it didn't work, and then I never felt like fixing it, and then yeah, a few months later I noticed it's not even that bad because they show anyways just crap on TV. So maybe it was a good thing that this happened to me. Hello. Hey guys. Where do you live? Like, do a lot of you live like in the States, or some from Europe? I mean, I know if you are from Germany because I get German questions. Northern Europe, Colorado. Yeah. So, how is the unicorn situation in your country? I mean, here in Spain, I don't know if I would say it's terrible, but people. I wanted to upload something in my story today, but we were walking and walking today. Um, yeah, and after that, I was actually really tired. I filmed like a person. This woman, she was walking entirely alone on the street, and she was still wearing the mask. And you kind of see this a lot in Spain. Sometimes even sometimes even people are alone in their car and they still wear the mask. I don't know. I think they think there's something in the air. I don't know. Yeah, and then we saw like a guy in the park. He was riding the bike with a mask. How are you able to travel freely without the job? Oh, that's an interesting question. But the thing is, I don't even know if I can fully answer this. Yeah, there are some ways you can still travel without the job and without testing. Yeah, but I can't really answer this like in a live stream. Yeah, it probably would get me into trouble. So, I mean, I think at this point you kind of can imagine what it could be. How are you able? Yeah, okay, it's the same question. What YouTubers do you follow? I don't even watch that much YouTube. I follow, yeah, I watch like, I don't even watch all of my boyfriend's videos. So I watch the videos from his Varia channel. I watch them all, but from the Gotus channel, it depends. Sometimes it's interesting, sometimes it's not, because I think I'm not too much interested in this vegan stuff anymore. Yeah, because I don't know. I think I kind of closed the chapter. Like I don't know, like 2.5 years. It was like more interesting to me. Yeah, because I left veganism myself. Yeah, it was like fresh, and now since I understand the nutritional part, yeah, it's basically always the same. Um, yeah, then I watch another YouTuber. Her name is Taylor. I mean, probably if you saw it because I follow her on Instagram. Yeah, but it's more like something for girls, so many people are very delusional about it still. Are we talking about the unicorn stuff or the vegan stuff? I don't know. Mostly good with unicorn, can go almost everywhere without the shots. Only cinema and concert not welcome. Yeah, like I've heard like in Germany it's really bad. Even when you want to buy some clothes or whatever you want to do except like food, um, yeah, you you need to be VAX, so they won't let you do anything at all. Do you eat only raw meat or also cooked? No, I eat only raw. Everything. I ate like in the beginning, like it was more than 2 years at this point, when I started eating raw meat. Um, yeah, I didn't eat fully raw back then. As I said, I eat fully raw since the beginning of August because then I decided I really want to do it. I want to see. I don't know if I see like a difference or not. And before that, I was eating a lot raw meat, but I was still eating like cooked meat because yeah. Yeah, I don't know. My parents they like a barbecue and stuff like this, and yeah, they invite always lots of people, and then it was in the beginning kind of hard to say no to this. So I don't know. Does every one of you eat like fully raw, or do you eat mixed, or do you even eat just cooked? I live in Germany, and yes, that's true. You simply can't do anything without the shot, and probably it's getting worse. They even discuss about the register. Yeah, it sounds really bad. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of glad that I'm gone from Germany, that I left. Um, yeah, I don't know this whole situation. I don't know. Like a few months back, it was like you are not allowed to go out. I don't know. It was after 9 or after 10, except when you had to work and you kind of can prove that you have to work. Yeah, I mean it was like almost like in a prison, and then combined with like bad weather. Yeah, I mean I can imagine how many people got depressed in this time. I eat mostly cooked and medium rare, but not raw. Yeah, but I still think I still think it's like a good beginning. I don't know. I don't know if you're even interested in going raw. Sweden is placing RFID chips in people's hands as a passport of sorts. Ah, I heard something like this. Yeah, yeah, it is like total control. Even like what I noticed in France, when we wanted to get gas for the car, it was really hard to to buy gas with actual money. They always wanted you to pay with card. It was really complicated. Here in Spain, it's like it's a little bit better, but still, yeah. Eat almost entirely raw, some very lightly cooked, not boiled though. A small amount of fruit, hardly any vegetables whatsoever. Too many issues with plants overall. Yeah, I also I also noticed this. When I eat too many plants, then I get bloated, and that's why I just eat fruits and yeah, stuff that is botanically a fruit is also okay. I mean, I know lots of people say like don't do tomatoes because of oxalates and stuff, but I think when you crave something like this and it's like technically a fruit, um, yeah, I think then it's fine because your body should know what works and what not. barely cooked whatsoever, more just slow, warmed up really. Yeah, I think this is like an issue for a lot of people to go raw because it's too cold, just because you're used to warm meals and then suddenly it's like cold. Yeah, like especially in winter. They love the tracking of card payments compared to cash. Yeah, definitely. That's what I noticed. And I'm someone, I never pay with card. I don't know, I just prefer cash. And then um, I don't know how it's in English. When you travel like this mouth, is it is it like the same word? Um, yeah, when you have to pay it, lots of them they also want to pay you with card, and then I always had to click this button so like a person would come and then I could pay cash. It was really sometimes complicated. Exactly, everyone's so happy about digital currency, but that's just another step towards totalitarianism. Yeah, yeah, it's like another form of control. I mean, I know a few people who work without paying taxes, um, and I think by by removing like cash in general, it would be almost like impossible to earn money like this. Like, how would you do this? And I think this way they would get this under control, kind of. Practically all issues really come from plants. Good quality, high quality, meets no problems at all. Coincidence? No, no, it's not a coincidence. I mean, I don't know. When you walk like in nature, where do you even see plants? It's like really rare that you see something like berries. It's really rare, like especially in winter. Um, yeah, that's why I think the ketogenic diet is probably best. Of course, like with raw foods and without the salad. I'm so lazy. I go raw because it is easier. Yeah, it is like really easy, especially when you want to eat outside. Um, yeah, you just can't start eating it. Plus, not even that you don't have to prepare it. Plus, it's like easier to keep the kitchen clean. There's not much to clean, even if you would use like a plate. Then there's still no pan, no pot. Everything that I don't know made cleaning the kitchen complicated is kind of gone. I've lived on cash for about 9 to 10 years now. No debit or credit except for absolute emergencies. Yeah, and I think people should actually live like that. You don't even know what kind of information they're collecting when you use your card. I'm sorry for the question, but it is. Is it fine to eat packaged meat from the supermarket? I'm new to this. Yeah, it is. When we travel, we actually eat a lot of packaged meat. But when you eat packaged meat, I would make sure, I don't know, don't eat pork. I mean, you could eat pork when it's organic, but it's always like lower quality. I would go for beef. And I also would be careful with chicken. Chicken always has to come from a good source. Saving on the dishes is truly wonderful. Yeah, it is. Then you have more time to enjoy life. No excessive washing up. Belle, you are so beautiful. Wow, so stunning. Thank you. Can you give us some examples of the differences in mental health clarity of cooked versus raw? Is there a difference for you? Um, I think there is a difference, but you kind of notice this after a few months, like not immediately. The only thing is what I noticed is that my moods are more stable. I mean, yeah. Yeah, and I don't know. From what I've heard, for some people it even cures depression when you go raw. Would you live with a guy who doesn't eat raw, but you have to cook for him? I mean, in my case, I've met the guy who eats raw meat. I mean, I think this is what kind of attracted me to him and his philosophies. Yeah, but if it was like this, sure, I would still. I, I mean, I think it's not the most important part, but yeah, it is definitely like a plus. Because I definitely wouldn't want to go back to eating cooked meat. And as long as that person would accept it, it would be fine. Which junk food do you miss the most? I don't miss junk food. I think it was like more in the beginning. But now after a while, no. I never really ate junk food because my parents were always cooking, and yeah, I never got the chance to dive deep into junk food. Yeah. So, but if I would answer this, what I would miss the most, it would be a Russian dish. It's called pelmeni. It is like dough, and on the inside is meat. So it would be probably this because I grew up with this dish. Concerning living on cash or credit, relying on debt credit creates a completely false sense of your actual needs, your true quality of living. When living not on debt credit, you know what you're actually worth, capable of. Reality. Yeah, I agree. Würdest du also sagen, dass verpacktes Rinderhack Bio aus Lidl und so okay sind, roh, wenn es finanziell gerade nicht vom Metzger geht? Esst ihr in Spanien normal verpacktes aus dem Supermarkt? Ähm, ich kann dir mal kurz zeigen, was ich da im Kühlschrank habe. Okay, you guys don't understand. Somebody asked me if it's okay to eat ground beef from the supermarket, and I can show you what I have in the fridge now. I can, yeah. Okay, I'm back. So, we actually bought today ground beef from the supermarket. It's organic. Yeah, it's actually fine. And we eat we eat a lot of packaged ground beef, so I wouldn't worry about this. With beef, even if it's like not organic, you can still eat it. I mean, it's not the best. But if you have no choice, eating this raw is still always better than not eating raw at all. So, yeah. And as I mentioned, like, even if you get like meat from the butcher in Spain, it's the quality. The quality is kind of bad. You can't compare it with Germany or France, like at all. I don't know if you've already answered this, but how did you come to eat raw meat? Like, what was the process of figuring it out? Yeah, I actually talked about it like in my last live stream. Um, how I figured it out, it was I was vegan. Um, And then I don't know, I kind of knew I was lacking iron. Yeah, I was even like at the doctor. I was lacking iron. Um, yeah, but I didn't want to supplement this, so I was looking into it. How could I fix like my iron levels, like plant based? And then I was reading one article after another, and then I found like one article. It was talking about like heme and non-heme iron, and there was the moment it clicked in my head, and I noticed that the nutrients in plants, even if they're sometimes higher, like chia seeds, they advertise chia seeds that they have like 9 times higher omega-3 than salmon. Yeah, it kind of sounds really impressive on the paper, but it's not bioavailable. This is the point. And when I found out about this, then I realized like there's no way not eating meat. And yeah, then I started watching like YouTube. I tried to find more about heme and non-heme iron and about like this bioavailability. And then I found videos from Agnes on the planets. I don't even know who uploaded this because back then I didn't have like a YouTube channel, so I I didn't follow anyone. So um, yeah, and that's when I tried my first raw meat. And shortly after this, I actually discovered the channels of my boyfriend. Yeah. Tatsächlich habe ich das verpackte Lidl Rinderhack Bio roh gegessen. Extrem lecker und mir ging es gut danach. Ja, also das macht überhaupt gar nichts. Ich würde jetzt nur kein Schwein kaufen, was eben nicht Bio ist. Oder Hähnchen. Ansonsten habe ich auch schon verpacktes Hähnchen gegessen, aber wie gesagt, das sollte dann schon Bio sein. Yeah, another thing is about this store-bought meat. I don't know, when fat on beef or whatever looks like super white, then it's always kind of suspicious. It's like low quality. So it's always best if it I don't know, if it looks kind of a little yellowish. Yeah, especially on the chicken, you see it. The very good chicken is like really yellow, and that's a really good sign. And I agree, I feel more stable the more ketogenic state I'm in, and raw, close to raw, makes an obvious difference. Good point. Yeah, it definitely it makes a difference. I noticed this myself. Not only this, also like I also mentioned this like in my last stream, but what I noticed from going raw, that I had no period cramps anymore, and I think this is like something important for women, because a lot of women are cramping a lot during their period. I translate my question. I ask if eating ground beef from normal grocery store like Aldi or Traders Joe is okay if it's only organic labeled. Yeah, it's okay. Um, I mean, whenever possible, but I know it's like also like more expensive. You should get your meat at the butcher. I mean, that's clear. But if not possible, then you can buy it at the store. And for beef, it doesn't matter if it's organic or not. It's mostly they don't eat that much crap like pigs, so you should be fine. Funny how we're all ex-vegans. Yeah, I'm glad that I was vegan only 2 months. I'm eating conventional, not organic ground beef imported from Ireland. Eating it raw and haven't had any problems. Yeah, usually you don't have problems from beef. I mean, I don't know, like once it was ground beef from the supermarket. I don't even, was it like in Spain, maybe beginning of Spain, something. And the taste was like really terrible, and then we actually had to throw it away. If something tastes like really terrible, then it's a sign, don't eat it. Yeah, and also sometimes when the ground beef is sold out, you can buy something like those burger patties, but make sure that there is nothing else inside of them, like no starch or something. Then you really have to read that it's without spices, anything. Okay, das beruhigt mich schon. Schon mal, das, was du gezeigt hast, ist ja auch eher quasi der niedrigste Bio-Standard. Ja, das auf jeden Fall. Dann teste ich das definitiv auch demnächst. Danke fürs Zeigen. Ja, kein Problem. Das ist einfach nur, dass Leute sehen, es liegt halt nicht bei jedem im Budget irgendwie immer so zum Metzger zu gehen und so. Das ist ja nicht gerade wirklich billig. Ich meine, Fleisch ist allgemein ziemlich teuer. Do you have the feeling that your lack of iron is better now? Not only that I have the feeling, I tested it. Yeah, I went to the doctor like a few months later after eating this way, and then he they checked my blood, and my iron level is perfect now. Like I'm lacking nothing at all anymore. I did notice that his skin complexion has improved a lot over last while. Definitely shows an increase in health overall. Proof positive. I had skin problems with plants, especially simple carbs. Yeah, lots of people they get issues from plants, like acne and such. Okay, das ist glaube ich nicht an mich, aber ich lese mal trotzdem vor. Oh, gut zu wissen, Marie, diese Woche ist zum Beispiel bei Netto so ein Weiderindhack im Angebot. Laut Gesetz darf es als Weiderind gelabelt werden, wenn sie 120 Tage draußen sind. Hab überlegt, das zu holen. Ist halt kein Bio. Ja, wie gesagt, beim Rind macht's nichts. Warum warst du vegan? I will answer this question in English. So why I was vegan? Yeah, that's really a good question. The thing is, I never went vegan for my health, which is even more stupid when I think back. I really went vegan for the animals. I don't know. I had like a friend. She was vegan, and even her child was vegan. And yeah, I don't know. We talked a lot about stuff back then. I was vegetarian, and I don't know if she kind of convinced me, yeah, to drop the eggs and the dairy. And yeah, I just tried it, but I noticed pretty fast that it's simply not working because my gums started bleeding. And yeah, I'm glad that it didn't take me like many years like for others. When was the last time you got drunk? I don't drink alcohol at all. I was never in my entire life into alcohol. I mean, I tried it, of course. Yeah, but I was never into it. I mean, same for cigarettes or stuff. I was never into something something like this. Why did it say this video may be inappropriate when I clicked it? Lol, it's a live stream. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Especially, I wouldn't even say that I have like weird topics in here. thankfully I was vegan only of veganism. I learned of keto and carnivore. Yes, I agree. For me, it was also veganism that led me to eating raw meat. So I don't even see it like as a regret that I went vegan. Yeah, the reason I'd asked about you. Oh, okay, it's gone. The reason I'd asked about your experience between raw and cooked is because it's done both, and while there was a little more mental clarity on raw, I still had the great hair, skin, nails on cooked. Yes, of course. I mean, I would always recommend going fully raw, but in general, when you compare something like cooked, let's even say keto or carnivore, it's still better than vegan or something like this. Yeah, but I think like raw meat is easier to digest. Yeah, because a lot of people, I even thought like this back then when I went vegetarian. Um, yeah, I don't know. A lot of people describe meat. Now I know it's not meat itself, it's cooked meat. They describe it as heavy, like feeling heavy after eating this. Um, yeah, but then it's like it's it's different with raw meat. You don't feel heavy at all. The only dessert I crave now, eat every day, is all natural, full fat ice cream. Make it once in a while when I'm able, expensive, but it's pure heaven. All I need for sweets, ice cream forever. Yeah, I was actually thinking about making my own ice cream because, in the end, when something is packaged and it has more than one ingredient, then you can never trust them. Yeah, because sometimes you don't even have to label it when they're just like traces of something. I had really, really bad PMDD, the worst form of PMS, physically and mentally, 5 days before and 3 days of my period. In so much pain, I couldn't walk the first 2 days. It's almost completely gone. Yeah, this sounds terrible. Um I never had something like PMS, like in general. I never had this. Um, but also like the first like 3 days, I had really bad cramping that I also uh, couldn't walk or anything. I was just laying down. Do you eat salad? No, I don't. But I would eat something like cucumber. Yeah, if that counts as salad. I don't feel too well the first 2 days, but no actual pain and remain functional and can continue my social life and work. But I have to stay strict carnivore keto. Um, yeah, I think it's like in the beginning because your body still has to heal. This should then disappear. What is Sveria doing? Um, he is outside. um, yeah, he's at the store. He gets me something. Do you have the feeling that the growth of hair and your skin has improved? Yes, I think. Um, yeah, of course, my skin improved a lot. And it's also softer, not like on my face, like on my whole body it is softer. Yeah, and then about my hair, I mean now it's dyed. It's just I think I would need to wait to see the full results of this, I guess. But what I noticed is when I was vegan, I lost a lot of hair, and then I lost even my baby hair. I showed it like in the last live stream, and I don't know, like a few weeks back into eating meat, I noticed that my baby hair is like growing back, and now it's like normal. I find raw meat is super easy to digest, and I barely have to eat during the day. No digestive issues, stable, even energy. Don't feel hungry unless a lot of physical activity that day. Yes, exactly. This, yeah, it is the same for me. Soon as I deviated from raw meat-based diet, my hair loss increased right away. Oh, I see. So I don't know who of you guys is still eating like some plants. I mean, are you still eating something like fruit or still some veggies? Like because people on keto they usually eat veggies. Is that wallpaper or actual bricks behind you? What is it? These are actual bricks. Yeah, I kind of like stuff like this, and then like wood. Do you actually enjoy the flavor of raw beef, or is it just something you deal with to feel the benefits? Um, yes, sure, I enjoy it. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes when I have like lower quality beef, then not that much, but it's still okay. But I mean, it's weird. But what I really enjoy is liver. This one I enjoy a lot. Yeah, it's weird because in the beginning I couldn't even eat this. I actually can't really stand plants now except very small amount of fruit. Yeah, I actually had the same like in the beginning, that I couldn't stand plants anymore. I even quit fruits for a while. Um, yeah, and then I started craving fruits again, but not like in large quantities. I am, but only because I still live at my parents' house. Yeah, I think it's always different, because other people they kind of still influence you, especially like in the beginning when you are like into the raw primal diet like for a few months. um, I don't know, then I don't even get triggered by cooked food or something like this. I just don't crave it anymore. The cravings are like entirely gone. But like in the beginning, it was a little hard to say no to stuff like shashlik. This is what my parents eat a lot. Do you believe in the? I mean, can I even say it in the live stream? And I don't know. I think, like in general, it's an interesting topic. If I truly believe in them, I don't know. I don't know. They might exist. So you've acquired a taste for raw, but in the beginning not so much. Yeah, yeah, you could kind of say that. I mean, anything else would be lying. So it was like, yeah, as I said, like organ meats was like the worst in the beginning. Except heart. I mean, heart is really yummy. I always like this. Yeah, but I struggled a lot with liver. Yeah, but only because I never ate much liver. Maybe like as a baby or stuff, but um, then as a child I never ate liver. I didn't like the taste, and I think this has nothing to do with the raw liver, more like with liver in general. Like I didn't like this organ taste until I kind of got used to it, and then I even started craving it, and then I could eat like big chunks of it and like really fast. You have the same head shape as me. First time I've seen it. Yeah, is it a good thing? Did you experience changes in bowel movements going raw meat? Um, I don't know what kind of changes. Um, yeah, I probably noticed it. Like, like, should we really talk about this here? Like the consistency. And what I noticed the most about bowel movements, yeah, I like never have constipation. How long did it take to get used to liver, and how did you get past the taste and texture, etc.? Um, it it didn't even take me that long. It took me, yeah, I don't know. It took me like a few weeks to get used to liver. Yeah, and in the beginning, um, yeah, I used scissors to cut the liver to make it really small, and the taste was still too strong. So then I ate it together with cheese, like a really strong cheese, just to cover the taste. Yes, and then I got more used to it, and then I stopped with the cheese, and then I ate it with butter. Um, I had like equally parts of liver and butter, and I put it together and I ate it like this. And then after a while, I ate it without the butter. But I cut next to it like beef. Yeah, just I cut a normal steak, and then I ate a few bites of liver, then a few bites of steak, until I got really used to the liver, and then I could eat the liver on its own, but still in small pieces. And then when I started craving it, I wasn't really patient enough to cut it in small pieces, and then I just ate it the way it was. I have to say though, I still do enjoy eating raw meats and organs with nice cutlery and drink blood milk out of crystal goblets candlelight. But that's just me. I enjoy it. Um, yeah, I mean, like, why not? I actually did this in the beginning. Um, I don't know, to make it look more appetizing, but then after a while, I'm just, I don't know. It's, I mean, for when I make like a video, like what I eat in a day or something, I also put it like on a plate so it looks nicer. But the reality is, I just eat it right out of the package. So, and I don't use fork or something like this. It's, yeah, my hands are full of food always. And then I don't know, even when my hands are full of butter, I don't really wash it off. I don't know if you think it's disgusting. I just use it like as a hand cream, like the fat leftovers. I mean, except when I eat something like liver, because then it dries out on your skin. It's different. But if it's just something like fat, I always just put it on my hands. Did I hear it correctly that you once lived in Germany? How did you finance it? I mean, did you work there? Um, yes, I lived in Germany. Um, I actually lived with my parents, so there was nothing to really finance. But I also was working as a model, so I had like my income for clothes and stuff like this. What is your favorite food? I would say it is lamb brain. It is, I don't know, it's like a dessert to me. Unfortunately, you can't get it everywhere, especially like in a good quality. Awesome, thanks. Don't get me wrong, I still eat it with my bare hands when necessary. Yeah, I think it's even something good to eat with your hands, um, because when you touch food with your hands, your body actually releases digestive enzymes. What do you think about fruit or even food radiation that sell in stores? You mean like regular fruits? Yeah, I don't know. What I noticed, I don't know. When it comes to fruits, it's always better to go organic because you don't know what kind of stuff was on the fruits, and yeah, I always notice it like in my skin. Yeah, because like a few days back I ate like non-organic grapes and the quality was really bad. What would you recommend for someone who can't eat dairy at all but is in need of a carnivore fat source? Dairy at all? I don't know. Then I think you need like fatty cuts from the butcher. Yeah, but most people, when they say they can't eat dairy, they still kind of can eat like raw butter. So I would definitely try this one. And maybe that you can't eat dairy, it could also mean that your gut hasn't healed enough to digest dairy. Also du kommst aus Deutschland, sorry, das hatte ich nicht auf dem Schirm. Ja, ich komme nicht wirklich aus Deutschland, eigentlich komme ich aus Russland, aber ich bin als Kind nach Deutschland gekommen. Ich meine, so habe ich auch Deutsch gelernt in dem Sinne. So about the dairy topic, even like a lot of people who are lactose intolerant, they still can drink like raw milk, because raw milk, it it includes like the enzyme lactase, and yeah, that helps the body to digest the lactose. So I would definitely try it, but I would try it slowly when you start with raw milk, because a lot of people get diarrhea from this. So what I did, I mean, I had like raw milk since I was a baby, because as I said, my grandma, she had her farm, and yeah, my body was used to it. But then still I was vegan and I damaged my gut, and I was scared of getting diarrhea, so I started the raw milk really slowly, like 1 tablespoon, and then the next day I had like 2 tablespoons, and then I added more and more, and then I think after like 3 or 4 days I was drinking like like half a glass. Yeah, and after this I could drink like endlessly raw milk. So I don't know who of you guys tried bone marrow. I mean, I know that I was really scared of trying this. Yeah, because eating bone marrow, like when it's not the good quality, I definitely wouldn't recommend this one. Um, yeah, but I ate a lot of marrow from chicken. So I don't know. Elk, moose, and ox, besides beef, from my taste, are the best. Hands down, the best red meat and organs. If you haven't tried them, I really recommend, even just as a special occasion. Yeah, what kind of milk have you tried? I mean, I tried, like, of course, cow, and then goat and sheep. And yeah, I don't know. I like sheep milk the most because it's really sweet. And from a nutritional perspective, it is also like the closest to human milk. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Did you have any symptoms of detox when you first started the diet? Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, I don't know. Um, I didn't have like constantly detox symptoms, but I definitely had stuff like I was kind of sweating at night. Um, yeah. But then again, when it stopped to detox and I thought I wasn't fully detoxed, then I was reading about how Agenis detoxed himself after he got injected with, I think it was swine flu. Um, yeah, he was eating like raw unsalted cheese, and this one really works. Yeah, marrow chicken is a really good taste. I agree. Yeah, to your question, I know it was meant for someone else. Yeah, but so you said you tried like ground beef and raw milk. I don't know. Have you tried like steak when you cut it like into small pieces? I would try this one because it actually tastes better than ground beef. Thank you. Bone marrow was one of my first things raw. I got it from a Bavarian butcher, pretty cheap. It was so good, like ice cream cake. My nutrient deprived brain gave me clear signals that this is what it's need. I only recently saw the video of Surya and his story with raw bone marrow. Yeah, yeah, the story is. I think I also saw the story and it kind of really scared me. I don't know. Do you know how to make cheese? Yeah, I actually made cheese. Um, it's not even that complicated. I mean, it always depends what kind of cheese. Um, yeah, it's actually really easy. Besides raw ice cream for a slight sweet, I also recommend making raw dairy full fat pudding, just slightly barely sweetened with raw honey. What do you think of apple cider vinegar? Yeah, I actually tried this because, like, in the past, I was watching a lot of videos from Dr. Berg. Yeah, he had interesting stuff. And he recommends like this apple cider vinegar a lot. Then I tried it, I think like for a week. Yeah, and it was really terrible for me, so I don't even think it's necessary. I mean, whenever you get something like food poisoning, or if you don't feel good after eating, if you feel nauseous or something like this, yeah, just drink just drink lemon juice, like fresh lemon juice, and you will feel better after a couple of minutes. Do you eat honey? Yes, I eat honey. Not every day, whenever I feel like it, because sometimes I feel it's too sweet. Have you tried caffeine? Yes, I have. Um, yeah, but never like excessively. Yeah, I kind of liked like this cold coffee like from Starbucks. I tried this one, the cafe latte, and it was still too strong for me because whenever I was drinking coffee, my hands got really sweaty, and I think something was wrong. It's like my body was overreacting. So I tried it several times, and after a few weeks I quit. Ich bin auch erst seit kurzem dabei, beziehungsweise seit kurzem versuche ich richtig rot zu gehen. Meine Freundin hat aus Bayern Leber, Herz und Markknochen mitgebracht vom Rind. Ja, das hört sich doch ganz gut an. You don't look like you're eating enough. Why that? I think I eat more than enough. Oh no, why do I miss it again? I mean, technically you haven't missed it. It is still going on, so. Die habe ich roh gegessen, musste ich jedoch einfrieren. Hier komme ich leider nicht so leicht zu einem Bauern oder bezahlbaren Metzger. Ich esse aber Rinderhack roh und seit kurzem täglich Eier roh. So, yeah, I heard a lot of people when they buy a lot from the butcher and they are afraid that they cannot finish this, then they freeze it. We actually also sometimes buy big portions, but what we can't eat, we put it on a plate and we let it, I mean, can you say dry age? We just let it sit in the fridge. Even if there's something like mold, you can still eat it. And Gattus eats this a lot. He's actually growing something like this now. I can show you this. Okay, this is not a joke. This is liver and it has lots of mold. And he's growing this on purpose and he will eat this. I mean, he ate this before. So just for those people who are afraid to let meat sit in the fridge, even if it turns like grayish, it's different. I mean, you have to see it from this perspective. Raw meat is alive. It's still kind of living. So it can never really go bad, except when the meat had like bad quality and it's full of toxins, I mean that's a different case. You shouldn't eat something like this anyways. And cooked meat, I don't know, like after 2 or 3 days you can't eat it anymore, because with cooking you destroy everything, and then eating cooked meat after a longer period of time you will definitely get food poisoning because it's not alive. So I wouldn't worry about this at all. What are your thoughts on starting a trailer and song reaction channel? People will crave for your reaction. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I have right now enough with this channel. Yeah. I mean, I want to try to, I don't know, like in the future I want to upload like at least one video per week. This would be kind of like my goal. My body rejects caffeine now in any form. Notice it within a few hours. Gut discomfort, good stream between actually civil, polite, good humor, enjoyable, lame as that may sound. Yeah, I don't think it sounds lame. Yeah, I think anyways, like caffeine is really terrible for your gut. I noticed it myself before I stopped. Like I was drinking it a few weeks, and when I was drinking coffee on an empty stomach, then I had even stomach cramps after this. Looks great. Yeah, it is great. I I didn't try this one with the malt because for me personally it doesn't look that yummy. Um, but yeah, we put like liver in the fridge and then it was really old and dry, but without mold. I ate this one. This one was really good. Have you ever done any kind of fasting? Yeah, I actually have. I tried intermittent fasting and it was terrible. It ruined my period. Although lots of people say, yeah, you benefit from autophagy and stuff like this. Yeah, my period was really on point, and this ruined my period. And then, yeah, I even missed like one period after this, and then I stopped. I didn't feel good. And I think, I don't know, I think fasting is not natural. It would mean in nature that you're kind of like a bad hunter. Ich habe das mit dem High Meat und es im Kühlschrank lassen erst vor kurzem gesehen. Hab mir auch vorgenommen für die nächste Portion das zu testen statt einfrieren. Ja, das auf jeden Fall, das würde ich testen. But if you want to do high meat, I would suggest make like high liver because this one really tastes the best. Hello. It's true, caffeine is so bad, unfortunately. Yeah, it is. When I tried coffee, I never tried it for the taste because I always thought the taste is terrible. That's why people put a lot of sugar and milk in it to kind of cover it. I mean, some people, you can kind of say they manipulate their brain into thinking they taste this, but in the end they're just addicted and then they drink like this black coffee. Ist das auch so? Soll ich das Fleisch auf einer Holzplatte ohne Tüte rum in den Kühlschrank legen? Auch Rinderhack. Ja, auf jeden Fall. Ja, also ich meine, wenn du nicht willst, dass es so schnell trocken wird, weil beim Hackfleisch selber finde ich es jetzt nicht so ganz appetitlich. Ich meine, man kann es essen, aber es schmeckt komisch. Beim Steak oder so, da wird es dann so trocken und die trockenen Stellen, die schmecken eigentlich so am besten. Aber beim Hackfleisch ist es irgendwie komisch, weil das ist dann, weil das so verrührt ist, dann schmeckt es irgendwie weich und gleichzeitig irgendwie trocken. Irgendwie macht so keinen Sinn für mich. Aber bei Leber oder Steak kann man es auf jeden Fall machen. Bei Hackfleisch, da würde ich das einfach mit was abdecken. Selbst wenn man es mit einer Plastiktüte abdeckt, dann halt gucken, dass das Plastik nicht unbedingt das Fleisch einfach berührt. Caffeine is a very strong drug. Yeah, definitely. Wow, so casually she went off to bring moldy liver, and also so casually she says, I add fruits unlike other strict YouTubers. This feels more raw, real, and relatable. Yeah, I think it's like unnatural. I don't know, like the keto community doesn't allow you to eat like certain fruits, like watermelon because it's like high sugar, or banana. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're craving this, then just eat this. I mean, don't make food into a religion. Thank you so much answering all my questions. Sadly, I have to go now. Have a great evening. The same to you. I think intermittent fasting is nonsense. Reducing snacking is enough. Yeah, absolutely. Even I don't know. I think lots of people start intermittent fasting to lose weight. Um, yeah, even then, just reduce your carbs and you will eventually lose weight. And then you just have to think about, I don't know, most people who are overweight, they consume way too many calories and probably in form of carbs. And they often also have like a very sedentary lifestyle. So I think changing something slowly is always better before you go into an extreme. Do you use any form of birth control? Yeah, that's a very intimate question. And the thing is, no, I don't. Um, yeah, but when you know your cycle, you also know when you ovulate, and then you know the days which are kind of risky. Yeah, if you don't want to conceive. So I mean, from like a whole month, only like 6 days are risky for you to conceive, and even then, it is not like 100% guarantee that you would conceive. But if you're healthy, you probably would. Bro needs to verify my age to watch the stream. What the hell? How can this be? I actually love the taste of coffee, but not all kinds. It's torture that it is so toxic. Yeah, I never understood this because I never liked the taste of coffee. But I heard from a lot of people they crave the taste and not the caffeine itself, so I don't know. Is there a delay with the stream or is it me? I don't know. For me, everything looks normal, kind of. Yeah, like private conversations here. Are you over the age of 28? I will reveal my age like in a stream. So IF is trash, but we are evolutionary adapted to fast long term. 3+ days. Get is wrong in his assessment, and the reason he suffered mental illness is because he was vegan and initiated. Yeah, sure, but I still think, as I like mentioned before, when you would live like like in a tribe or something like this, and your tribe is good as hunting, then you would never be fasting, because it's not natural to say no to food. That's why so many people are obese. There are nobody who actually like the taste of coffee. I refuse to believe it. Yeah, I think it's most people think they like coffee because of, I don't know, the milk and the sugar, or they are like used to it and they think they like it, but in the end, their body is addicted, and yeah. He was already in a state of starvation, therefore his brains was getting the energy from fat he needed, which he then fixed once going raw. Yeah, it's, yeah. Yo, Bell, you may want to check your settings later, as apparently you age restricted the video. Oh, I see. I don't know if I did something. I think no, or maybe can it be that it's automatically? Wow, this is how you single-handedly carry ordinary type of background with your aura. I don't even know what you mean exactly about the fasting. Sometimes hunters were on the hunt for days at a time. Yeah, I know, and many tribes which are going out to hunt, they weren't starving in that sense, because most of them, they still had food, like they had like blood and they had milk. I've seen like a documentary that they have something, I don't know, they have like cows, and then they don't kill the cows, but they drink the blood and and drink the milk. So it's not starving. By starving, I mean when you eat like really nothing, or like this is like real fasting to me, when you eat nothing at all, not even like a small piece. So I don't know. Later I will check the settings. I think I can't do it right now. Um, and then I don't know. Those people who couldn't enter can maybe watch it like afterwards. So I don't know. Maybe I clicked something yesterday accidentally, because I was confused why they cut out the beginning of the last stream, and I tried to fix it, because if you don't upload like the full live stream, then you also cannot see the live chat. Yeah, and I think the live chat is interesting. I mean, I'm reading the questions out loud, but still, yeah. So I don't know. Um, yeah. you ever eat dried fruit? No, I don't. I don't really crave it. If I would eat something, it would be fresh. Um, and then it depends what. Sometimes they use like other stuff to dry fruits, and they don't necessarily have to label this. So I would look into this. And so I don't know. I think I think I will stop the stream. Um, yeah. But you can let me know if someone is from Barcelona, because we will arrive there like in a few days, and if someone would like to meet up in Barcelona. I mean, technically we could meet someone in Valencia, but we will leave tomorrow in the morning, so that train is gone. Yeah. But if someone would like to meet, I don't know, they could send my boyfriend an email, or they could send me like a direct message on Instagram, or just leave a comment under this live stream, and then I will know. Yeah. Okay, guys. I think it was fun, at least for me. So I'll see you next time. Bye.